So here we are, Pokemon video after Pokemon video after Pokemon video. We are finally nearing the end of the starters. That's right. Looking at everything that I've laid out, this is only the beginning. So we are about to finish the beginning. So here we are about to talk about the Gen 8 starters, and it is crazy to me that these just keep going and going and going. It was never my intention to become a Pokemon channel, and don't misunderstand, it has not become a Pokemon channel, but guys, this is this is crazy, because even with all we've done, we're only entering the first of all this. After we do these Gen 8 starters, we still have to go in to the countdown and the dream team and the trainer ranks, and it's crazy how much stuff got laid out in Pokemon. It's almost like we're a freaking Pokemon channel right now. But hey, that's the way it is. Right now, we are talking the Gen 8 starters. This is the newest game, so that's going to be Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble. This is the guys that this is from the guy I would most likely use to the person I would not pick. And just keep in mind, I've been playing the crap out of this game, but I've only played through it twice. So here we are, at the beginning, 100%, the best starter of this generation for me so far, without a doubt, is Scorbunny. Scorbunny is frickin' sweet. I named mine Footwork. It seems like it fits the region so well. First off, it's a soccer player. It's a fire bunny. That's cool right off the bat. It's fast. It has a decent attack. It seems like the best of the starters, and I truly believe this. I also feel like in terms of matching the game, because I no longer match it to the characters. Remember, I used to be able to do that. I used to be like, this trainer seems like this would be his or her Pokemon. And now that the trainers start as one thing, and by the end they're a completely different thing that you choose, you can build that trainer to look like it matches any team that you want to build. And that's important because it allows us to be these characters. A small talk on that would be that I wish that the Pokemon trainers would be a little older. I really do. I wish that we could play with older characters, that we had a choice between the ages, and maybe there was a bit of a different start to each story depending on how you did that, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I feel like this time, Scorbunny, whatever, however I'm supposed to say that, I believe that it matches the region better than any other Pokemon, period. Now, I've had the argument with my roommate who tried to argue that Sobble becomes a secret agent. That's very much this region. And then Grookey, very much with the drum set and the Beatles and the music invasion and yada yada. But Scorbunny, for me, he's a soccer player. Now, Pokemon in this universe has taken the place of soccer. Soccer is not the big game. Pokemon is the big game. And the arenas are all set up on the fields that would have been used for soccer in this, in our universe. But over there now, in their universe, this is what fits. This is the big game. This is the big deal. And Scorbunny fits into that and matches it like nobody else. He is a literal perfect representation of the region and what he stands for, because he is soccer. He belongs on these fields, and in this universe, Pokemon is what has taken the spot. It is the game of choice. It is played on the fields, and Scorbunny matches it in a way that no other starter can even come close. He won this competition this time, hands down. And on top of it, he's solid. Once again, don't seem to like the middle form, but he is a damn solid Pokemon and a damn solid design in first form, third form, and fourth form, because that Gigantamax is also really cool. So there. Okay, talking about the second person that I pick, that's Groki. Groki was the person I picked for my first playthrough, and while I did like him, I got tired of him during his third form. Finally got to see his Gigantamax, which was pretty cool, but all in all, he could not take that top spot. While I was using him, I saw the progression of Scorbunny through my daughter who picked him. And I wanted what she had more than what I had at every freaking turn. She was leveling up, moving through the game, getting cool moves, and I had like some vines and some drum playing. It wasn't as cool. Like Scorbunny would jump up and like kick a fireball, and Patu had like special moves, and yeah, Groki did too, especially as he got into that, and you got the freaking sweet ass Donkey Kong grass monkey, and it is cool, but like it's, man, he could not. The fact that the whole time I played, all I kept doing was being like, man, her guy's really cool. Man, she needs to breed me one of those. Man, I want one of those. Told me immediately that that's the one I should have picked. That's the one I should have picked. And why didn't I pick it? Because even though I was interested, she picked it. She started the game before me. My wife picked Sobble. I picked Groki. And I wasn't displeased. I loved his final form. I liked his progression. I liked the way he looked. I liked the way he played. He's a fine Pokemon overall. But Scorbunny overshadowed this entire generation for me. He is the main freaking guy that I want. And when I finished Sword and I started Shield, I picked Scorbunny, I named him Footwork, and so far I am in love with my second playthrough because it just feels right. I definitely found my home with the starter that I wanted, and that was the other guy, not this one. Now, keep in mind, this one is not bad. He's just not number one. Or number 3, however, the way I do my list. So guys, I don't have a whole lot to say on this guy other than his design was solid. He was the first pick. And when they very first introduced these three Pokemon, I will say this, without seeing Scorbunny do what he can do and become what he can become through my daughter's playthrough, when I saw these 3 guys laid out in front of me, the first guy that I gravitated towards was Groki. That was my first choice day one. So I knew that's what I wanted to pick. It wasn't until hindsight hit me that I realized he wasn't actually my first pick. So still very solid. And now we go on to Sobble, the Pokemon whose introduction is crying. They get a fairly interesting introduction when they're first put on the field, and then the 3 of them go off to do their own thing, and Sobble gets hurt and he starts crying, and that's one of the reasons my wife picked him. She was like, "Oh, he needs me." She was like, "He's crying, I'm sad." That's cute. That gives it a character. It grows into like a secret agent man who does like, he has like the special move where he points his finger and does the spirit water gun, and then later on he gets that cool thing where he's standing on the pedestal and he's sniping people with the gun. Those are cool forms. They're solid, but overall there's really nothing that draws me to him. I see cool things about him. I don't like the first design. I don't like the second design. I don't like the third design. Like I said, there are things I like about him. I feel like he's okay for the region. I feel like overall he's not even that bad of a Pokemon. For me, he's not like Mudkip, okay? Like Mudkip and Chikorita, you've heard my views on them. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with their designs. They're not for me. They're not for me. It's fine if they're for you. They're not for me. Sobble, I feel like I could deal with it if I had one. And it would be a fine Pokemon, I'm sure. But of the water Pokemon that we have had throughout the years, he sits very low on my totem pole there. Very, very, very low. He's just not for me, guys. Something about him does not intrigue me in the least, and that is the final spot. So that's it. We've knocked it out. That's generation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and technically we covered 9 series of starters here because I put the Let's Go guys into Gen 1. There we go. I've talked about them all. I've put them in order per their game, and I was requested a couple of times through this that when I was done, would I go back and would I put this whole thing in countdown? And I'm working on the list right now. It's going to be a big list. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm fighting with myself as to where they go on that list. It's going to be tough. I'm trying not to let nostalgia play in. I'm really trying to look through and find the things that I like, the things that I feel like I would put on my team, you know, my dream teams. That's important. Not to spoil anything, but you guys know I love Cyndaquil, so just don't be surprised about that part of the list. I'm really looking at this list as I do it, but I got to be honest with myself. If I have to pick my favorite starter of all time, it's probably Quill. He's probably going at the top of my list, but we'll see where the others pan out. Just don't be surprised about that part of the list. Well, guys, that was it. We did it. Now to take the next step into more Pokemon videos. Crazy. See you later.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.